Hey guys,
Hi.
welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the 100,000 subscriber celebration. First of all, we want to apologize for our slight tardiness. Honestly, this is kind of how we roll in many ways. We're just sliding in at the last second because we just usually have very packed days and we just try to do what we can to get everything done, even if it's too much to get done. But we're happy to finally be here. I know you guys haven't seen Grace on camera in
I
a
know.
while.
I don't know how that happened, but here I am.
Yeah,
I've been working hard behind the scenes.
It has been, yes, working
with
hard
Justin
behind the scenes
on the channel, but I've been the front facing.
Yes, exactly. She is still here. But it's so good to see you guys. I see Ross is in the house showing love as he always does.
Mm-hmm.
You're fired. Yeah, good to see you guys. This is not typical for us. We don't normally live stream at this time of night, but it just kind of made sense with our life schedule. And I figured it would also make sense with a lot of you guys, because I know when we might stream on an afternoon, even on a weekend, not everyone's available, not everyone's at home. So glad we can catch some of you guys at home who may not typically make it to a live stream.
Yeah.
So
we're honestly so excited about tonight. We've got so much fun stuff planned for you guys.
Yeah.
We've got lots of fun special guests popping in. We've got some giveaways that are going to be happening.
Definitely.
It's just going to be.
It's going to be some good stuff. You guys are in for a good time.
Awesome.
You guys came to the right place for a Monday evening, or if it's middle of the night for you, if you're across the world, then welcome. But just wanted to do some quick shout outs that, those of you guys who are always in the live streams. I see Joel's here. Always good to see you, Joel. Noel's here. Love the rhyme. I didn't mean that, but Joel and Noel. Burlington, yeah. Signature Bloom, good stuff.
Eric Neal's in the chat.
Eric is in the chat.
We shipped your fragrances today.
Yes. So yeah, thank you for saying that. I want to touch real quick on the fragrance sale. I know many of you guys knew that we were kind of purging a good bit of the collection just to get rid of stuff we're no longer using. Like I'm not even wearing it nor featuring it in video, so it has no business in our collection. So some of you guys knew about that and have taken part and have scooped up some things, and you'll be receiving your stuff if you've made some orders. Some of you guys didn't know, so now you know. We still do have some stuff available, and if you want to partake, you can go to our channel page, go to the community tab, and on there, if you scroll back like a week or something, you'll see a post where I made the official post for the sale, have my email address there, has everything you need to know. So go back and check that out if you want to participate in the purge.
You'll also probably repost something.
Yeah, I'll probably post it again, maybe after we're finished here for those that are not here. I see Ross, thank you for the super chat. I agree.
Aww.
It has been way too long since Grace was on screen. Let's see who else is here. Yeah, Jonathan Madsen is here. Jonathan, I hope that Christian gets back to you. I don't know if he's already responded to you about your Argos giveaway winnings, but I hope that happens soon if it hasn't happened already. Let's see. Keith Barnes is in the house. Keith, you share the same name as my dad, so special regards to you.
Mm-hmm.
Keith Copeland is a great guy.
He really is.
One of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, real quick, I just want to speak briefly on this milestone. This is a weird thing because it was not the plan. This was not what I had in the cards when I started this YouTube channel. There's maybe a few of you guys watching who were around at the beginning, and maybe just a few. I'm not sure who's really here and who was really there. This was 2016. This was a different version of Justin Copeland, a lot skinnier, a little bit more insecure, but very passionate. Unmarried for sure. Yes. And yeah, 2016 started the channel about this time of year. I want to say 3 days from today is maybe the anniversary of my first fragrance review. I think it's
Wow.
the 26th. I could be off, but it's somewhere in the early 20s. Chad, so good to see you. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, we need to. It's been, I know we've been trying to see each other for years now, but it just hasn't worked out. So hopefully we can do that. Um, so yeah, started the channel. Honestly, the whole story is not really worth telling right now, but I will say that when I started it, it was for fun. I didn't think anyone would watch my videos. I just felt like, "Oh, I think I have some opinions to share, and I'll make a video and we'll see." And then I just was having fun making a video every now and then, maybe once a week I would put something out. And then I started to see growth. And then before I knew it, it had been a couple months and we were at 100 subscribers. And I made a little video about that that is not actually public anymore.
Oh,
And I think maybe it is still public. I don't
I
know. But it was me saying, "Oh my God, 100 subscribers. What the heck,
don't.
guys? This is crazy."
It's a great video.
Yes. And then it continued to grow from there. And from there, I just decided, okay, I'll put out regular content, maybe once a week. Every Thursday night was like my filming night. And I just had a good time doing it. Just had no plans, didn't know where it would go.
Hmm.
Did not know we would ever reach, 1,000, 10,000, 50,000, and now 100,000. And part of me really tried to anticipate how I would feel upon reaching this point. And I think maybe 50,000 subscribers ago, or maybe even more than that, I would have imagined that there's just pure elation. Like, man, when I get to that point, like I will have arrived and I'll have felt that I arrived. And man, and then the gates will open up and who knows what it'll look like. And then as you approach a mountaintop, and this is just life, this is just a
Mhm.
parallel of pursuing success in any endeavor. You pursue that peak and you're climbing. And a lot of you guys who have pursued, success or are currently pursuing success, that the pursuit of success is completely uphill
Mm.
all the way. There's never any sliding. There's never any walking, letting gravity take you. That's not how it works. So you're climbing this peak. You get to the top and you realize, oh, there's another peak. There's another one. It's even higher. So that's kind of how I feel now. And it's just like, it's not like this defeated feeling. It's not a deflated feeling. It's just this like very solemn realization of like, okay, yeah, this is cool. I look back and I'm like, we came a long way. That's a long
Mhm.
climb, but this is not where it ends. You don't just plant the flag and say, okay, cool, did it. Life check.
Mhm.
So we'll see where it goes from here. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. That's kind of where my head is at reaching this point. Because again, I didn't know how I would feel, what I'd be thinking. And that's kind of how I feel and what I've been thinking. But I'm curious what your perspective is, Grace, on this. Because when Grace and I got together for the first time, I was probably sitting around the 20, 30,000 mark. So Grace has been around for a good portion of this journey. She has seen the effort that has gone in. She has been a part of that effort. She has heard my rants and my frustrations about growing and whatnot. So I'm curious if you have anything to share about the journey.
Yeah. Well, I just think it's exciting to be here with all of you, especially those of you that have been, on the path, honestly, with us for any length of time. We are just so grateful for each of you. We couldn't be here without you, and we wouldn't be here without you.
Yeah.
The whole point of a video platform is that people actually engage and watch those videos. And so without you, the audience, none of this would even exist. And so you really are the most crucial piece of what we do. And I think, the only thing, I think it's really easy to look at an accomplishment like 100,000 subscribers or whatever the accomplishment is and think, oh, that just happened overnight. Because from the perspective from someone, when you're not in the journey, it really feels like it does happen quickly often. We're like, oh, Justin was just starting his channel and now look, he's at 100,000 subscribers. But in reality, I was talking to a friend who just started a channel recently in the last few years, and she was talking about with consistent effort, it's probably going to take at least 5 years of consistent effort to go from 0 to 100,000. And that is like consistently putting up content. And Justin his journey was a little bit longer because he had a few gaps and breaks along the way. And we've got some great examples in the chat. Ross, he hit 100 in about 4.5 because he was a maniac with his consistency.
Yes.
You know, Ross uploaded and has put out content multiple times a day, every day, never skipping a day.
Yes.
For 4.5 years. So if you want to shave off a little bit of time, you can be like Ross and be absolutely insane about your work ethic. But the truth is that, you know, and shout out to you, Ross, we respect you so much. You really,
the essence of consistency.
Yes. And also
that's what it takes.
With such an intensity and a fervor and a passion and a focus. And I think that, you know, ultimately that's what it takes in any arena of life. And so we're celebrating today, we're celebrating the milestone, but ultimately, like, I'm just so overwhelmingly proud of Justin, because the truth is that less than 0.5% of any channel that ever started on this platform reaches this landmark. And the reason is that people are just inconsistent often with what they do. So I think it's just such a mark to you and your consistency and your willingness to stay the course over time. And then also just the trust of you as an audience. We're so grateful for you. So basically, to all of you in any endeavor, it's really not like the mountaintop moments where you really meet success. It's like those mundane, daily, in and out, like days of the journey when you don't necessarily feel like doing whatever the next thing is to do your, you know, move yourself forward. But that's really where the rubber meets the road as far as those people who reach that, you know, those small percentages, or people who ultimately don't. So anyway, I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, babe. And I could not have said it better than that. That was so well said. And I love how you brought up this idea of, you know, kind of where growth really happens. Again, when you are pursuing growth, when you're pursuing an expansion of your character, a deepening of your character, which hopefully yields an elevation of your success, that true elevation doesn't happen on the mountaintops. It happens in the valleys. It's those moments when you don't feel like doing it. It is, again, you said the mundane. It is really where discipline comes into play, where success is truly built. And I'm not trying to blow smoke and say, hey guys, everything that you hear us saying, we did it. And I get, we kind of did to a certain extent, but it's not linear. It doesn't look like do the work, bam, arrive. It's so like this and like this. And then sometimes it's like that flat line, and then you get inspired again, and it just goes up and down and up and down until you find yourself there. And, you know, when you're succeeding, when you're truly pursuing it, you feel like you're failing most of the time. It feels like it's not working. And there's those glimpses of when it does feel like it's working. It's like, oh man, they really like that video. Man, I appreciate you guys watching that video, or the comments were just, the discussions on this video were so rich, and that's what I wanted. And sometimes things click for a second, and then you're back in to the work. So yeah, I really appreciate Grace bringing that up, because, and again, this applies to Ross, this applies to any YouTube channel. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not easy. When you guys see us making videos, it might look like, oh, you guys just get to turn on the camera and make videos. That's all you have to do. And I'm not going to say you're wrong for questioning that, but what I will say is we invite you to try it and see for yourself how it is. And I think you'll understand. It's really you versus you in every moment. And I think that's really where the true richness of individual life is, when you are trying to better yourself. Obviously, bringing in the aspect of relationships is a whole nother level of richness. But when it's just you trying to better you, it's you versus you every day. And that is that's the challenge. That's the battle. But every now and then it leads to moments like this, where we get to sit down with you guys in front of this camera, in front of this bright light, and on an evening when we normally wouldn't live stream, and sit with you guys and thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting. I see so many names that have popped up in so many videos over the years, so many live streams over the years. I've gotten lots of video topic inspirations from so many of you guys. I see Sir Siage is in the house. I can't tell you how much just
a knitting channel. That's actually, that's in the works right now. Justin's been learning how to knit. He says, let's be honest.
Oh my gosh. Sir Siyash, I appreciate that. I don't know about knitting. And
He's picking it up. He's gonna learn how to knit this winter. It's a big passion.
Yes.
Side keeps it on the DL.
Yes,
Right,
yeah.
baby.
I'm actually, when you don't see my hands, that's really what I'm doing off camera. Mr. Gumbo,
Major knitter
aka
over
Hot
here.
Grease, thank you for the super chat. Custon, you better not let Justin enjoy too long.
Seriously.
Yeah, Custon's always hiding somewhere.
He is. He might pop in here as a special guest.
Oh God, I don't know about that. I need to go do a wardrobe change if Custon is going to arrive here. Yeah, if that's something you guys don't know about it, and I see several people saying Custon Joplin. Some of you guys are probably like, "What the heck is that?" I invite you to go on my channel, look up a playlist called "What You Think You Smell Like." To this day, that is one of the microcosm bodies of work that I feel the most proud of. Just because of where it came from internally, it was birthed out of frustration, and then also just the feedback that I saw from it. And it's over now. It's just existing on the channel as its own thing. I invite you to again check it out. It's a series, maybe like a 9-part satire, and it was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun. So if you guys haven't checked that out, check it out. So as Grace said, we're going to have lots of exciting things happening tonight. We got a couple special guests who will join us. We got some giveaways happening. And so you guys are in for a good time. But yeah, let's just see who else is hanging out here. Knit some covers for the cologne bottles.
We're going to be sending that out. Yeah, yes. That's going to be.
Let me see here. I remember skipping over this guy and focusing on the larger channel guys. I got bored of them after a while. Said to myself, let me give this guy a try. Ended up being my favorite, hands down. Man, that means so much to me.
You.
I appreciate that. And yeah, that is quite a testimony. And I'm not saying I was worth it, like, yeah, guys, look at me. But this can apply to anyone, who's not really on just the highest plane of visibility in a space. It's very easy to just, especially with YouTube, that's just how YouTube works. They put what is hot and hottest in front of as many people as possible, and a lot of people get pushed to the back. There's so many great reviewers, maybe some of which are here. I think I saw Dave Cowley in the chat. People who are just as consistent, who have just as much charisma, just as much authenticity, and just value to add, who for whatever reason just don't get put in front of a larger audience. And a lot of it is a matter of time. Some of these channels who are really grinding right now, maybe they haven't been around as long, but you've still put in a lot of work. And yeah, I would want this to be a message to you, if you happen to see this, to keep going. If this is your goal, if this is what you want to do, if you do derive a feeling of fulfillment and value for yourself and adding to others from this, then don't stop. The only way you truly reach failure, I would say, is to give up. So don't give up, even in those low moments. And those of you guys who might subscribe to those channels and don't really watch all their videos, support them. Show up every now and then, leave a comment, like really spend like a good 5 minutes at least. And that's hard to do these days. I know our attention spans we're distracted in so many ways, but support these other channels out here, making an effort to give us some content that is unlike what you see on the typical paved path. So anyway, I don't know where that came from, but
I loved it. That was great.
Just wanted to say that. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything.
One thing I was going to say, kind of along those lines, we are, we really feel like you guys are the real ones here with us tonight. And the ones who've been with Justin for, a period of time, like we really, we think of you as our friends and community in many ways. And I think you guys know this, but we are one of our biggest values is authenticity. And so what you see from Justin on camera and from me, this is really who we are. And if you met us on the street, this is what you would get. Maybe like less camera ready version, speaking for myself.
Get my powder on. Yes.
But anyway, but we really do
Steven.
strive to give you guys our best and our honest feedback. And noisy refrigerator. Oh my gosh, that was
Thank
so
you,
real.
Steven. Yes. Every other video.
It would
Continue.
turn on. But anyway, Justin is, he turns down a lot of contracts because he refuses to do paid opinions. He only is going to work. He's going to give his honest, feedback on fragrances. And I think that's why a lot of you guys follow him, and maybe controversial opinions, maybe pushing some buttons here and there. And he has kind of come to be known for that a bit in this space, I think. But I just, I want you guys to know that what we do with our whole hearts, and we really do it for you. We really try to add value. And that's something that Justin talks about daily as he's working on videos. All he wants to do is add value to you as his community and his viewers. He really wants to make sure he's making content that you can come back to again and again and still find something in it that really adds something positive to your experience in this universe. So anyway.
Wow.
I just wanted to thank you for being here, and that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Thanks, babe. Seriously. H Worth, I got to pull out the beanie tonight.
So we still got it.
It's somewhere. I don't know exactly where it is, but thank you for the super chat. If we'll see where the night goes. If I feel called, if I'm really cold up on top, maybe I'll grab it. But we'll see. Rocking since 40K. Tim, thank you very much. 40K. I'm trying to think of when that would have been. That probably would have been 2021, maybe something like that.
In the spring, probably.
Yeah, Tim, thank you for that. That's some years.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. What is this here? William. We all have enough plastic people in our lives already. Authenticity is paramount.
Also it's hard, you guys. Like, we live in a very screen-oriented universe and world, and so what you see, as you know, is not always what you get. Because there's a lot that you can do with content creation that kind of builds a facade, and honestly, like, that's cool. Like, it's cool to be able to create entertainment. We're all about it, but we want to do something a little different, and as much as we can, we want to like break down the barriers and really connect with you as people, because that's like that's what we live for. We're about humans. So
that's right. Yeah, you're right. It feels ironic at times because this medium is naturally from our screen to yours. And, as much as we want to be hopeful and be optimistic, only so much can really truly be communicated from screen to screen. And we wish we could give so much more, because there's nothing like face-to-face, eyeball-to-eyeball contact, fellowship, relationship. And our goal, as Grace said, is like, when we are going to be on your screen, we want to present something as close to that real authentic connection as possible, and that's all I'm going to say. I could go more and more about what we don't want to do, but then I don't want to paint other people in a bad light. So I'm just going to say that. Yeah. Marvin, thank you for the super chat. That is very generous of you.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that. Is there a double congrats due tonight? We'll see. But I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but we will see. We'll see if there's lots of congratulations. Dan, what's up, Dan? Good to see you, Dan. Dan, I don't know. I don't want to put Dan on blast here, but Dan has one of the most epic collections I've ever seen and or heard of. I just remember, like, over the years, I would post a video and Dan would comment and say, "Yep, got that one. It's fantastic." And I'm like, there's some deep cuts in here. And Dan, I feel like Dan just has everything. So I don't know if you're still rocking with that, because I know you've had to do some moving all that stuff around the country and whatnot. But one day, if we get a chance to meet and you still have that collection, then I'd love to see it someday, because it sounds epic. What is this here? History Channel. Oh, that means a lot. What?
Can I tell them about the thing we learned today? You guys want to know a random fact?
This is very random.
This
but
is
yes.
this is my brain.
Dan, it's at over 2K now. Yikes. Hey man, no shade. As long as you got space. I mean, and even if you don't, I'm not judging, but I hope that there's space for everything and you can enjoy what you have. Ooh, we've got friends popping in backstage.
So exciting.
You guys are in for a treat. What are we gonna? Oh yeah, share the story.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So we were buying boxes to ship fragrances to you guys. Little plug for the sale. We're selling off fragrances. If you don't know, now you know. Hop on it. It's exciting. But we were talking to this super awesome family-owned local business here in town, and I wanted to know what was the craziest thing they'd ever shipped or created. And they actually they worked with National Geographic, and they had to create a shark on dry ice. Ooh. I'm assuming that the shark was no longer with us, and it was like for some display or research, or I don't know. We didn't really get the full
jaws
detail.
Were on the floor.
But I was like, wow, that's crazy.
He's like, yeah, and he was so nonchalant. Yeah, there was a Natural Geographic. We had to create a shark. It was a big shark.
I'm business owners are paid to solve problems. So I was like, that's a crazy problem to solve. How are you going to get this shark from here to there? Anyway. And I mean, they got the contract. So
anyway, yeah,
that's our plug for Portland Packaging Supply.
If you're in Portland, you need shipping or boxing. Go to them. Anyway, so we got some fun
friends
happening. We got some close friends hanging out backstage. I think I'm just gonna bring both of them on at the same time.
Let's do it. Can't wait.
Because let's just drop a bomb on everybody. You guys ready for this? I don't think you guys are ready.
You can do a drum roll if you want.
Bring it to the stage. Exciting. No, that's not a good introduction.
I feel like that was great.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say, first off, I'd like to bring our good friend, our confidant, our comrade in this crazy YouTube journey in many different aspects, even just outside of fragrance, Mr. Ross Carlos. Ross, welcome.
First, I was waiting on a cue, and when you're like, "Oh, we got somebody backstage," I said, "Well, somebody's impatient. I guess I need to go ahead and play."
I was like, I
was waiting for y'all to be like, kind of give a little wink or not.
I'm sorry, man. Yeah.
Grace, I am so happy to see you.
No,
it's been so long since I've seen your face. Hearing your voice is one thing, seeing your face is another. I hope you are well. I'm so happy for you guys. Congrats, Justin. I got a fun fact for my question, because I'm going to be doing a couple giveaways personally here today. That's one of the reasons I'm here, because I can't have this man celebrating a milestone and me not take part and share some love, because I've been here since. That's why I always talk about Beanie Justin, because Beanie Justin's the beginning.
Yes,
he really
Beanie Justin is the beginning. That's why I'm always talking about Beanie Justin's the GOAT. Beanie Justin's a savage. The back end of his head, full forehead action, the whole nine, and I just have to say, what are you doing? You guys are freaking awesome. Subscribers, the authenticity, the corniness, just all of it.
Yes.
God, Justin's so unique in this space.
Man.
Since I started watching content, which was around the time Justin started, which is you're about to hit 8 years, I believe, right?
Yeah.
It'll be 8 years. Yes. I think
this fall.
Yeah. Like around this time, pretty much. Yeah. This is it.
I've been watching Justin pretty much since like his first couple of videos. Justin and Carlos made Brooklyn Fragrance Lover, rest in peace. I've said many times, always my favorite two channels. Very different human beings from both one another and myself. But I don't know. I don't know. I've always been drawn to them. Justin, as for a lot of you, cool, calm, collective, high character guy. How do you not like Justin Copeland? I'm just going to say it here now on this public platform. You do not If you do not like Justin Copeland is not the problem.
Like I'm Chuck Norris or something.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But quick story. So the first Scent Explorer 2019, we were going. I heard he was going. I knew Carlos was going. All these people. That's the two people I was excited to meet. And lo and behold, met Justin, hit it off with Justin, clicked with Justin. Next day, we're in his hotel filming content. And things have just evolved and so on over time from there to where I can say this man is one of my dearest friends. If he was to call me today and say, I need you on a plane tomorrow, some shit's going down, I'd book a plane ticket. Very few people can say they would get that out of me. This man's one of them. I want the success for his channel the way I want for my channel. He's heard me say this many times. So I know I'm being long-winded, but it's a little emotional for me because I'm so happy for this milestone for you, because I wanted you to get it before me. I felt like you deserve it so much more than most. And to many more, man, to many more milestones for you in your future.
Ross, thank you so much, man. Truly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just wish, people could get a taste of the relationship that we've been able to foster over the years. And it's been just such a true treat. Real quick here, Ronnie Marshall, thank you for the super chat. Can I buy a bottle of Second Soul from your stash? I need it. I slept. Ronnie, that's an interesting question.
Yeah,
I can't say you can buy one right now, but there might be a chance to win one. And that leads me to our next guest.
Speak no evil.
I am
so excited. Guys, please welcome to your screen the one and only one of one.
Oh, I'm leaving.
One of one. George Zaharoff. With this beautiful shirt.
Oh, George.
Oh my goodness.
Pajamas.
Oh,
very cutesy, very demure.
It goes,
Yeah,
it goes either way.
Grace,
Oh my God.
beautiful.
Oh,
You
thank
look
you,
great
George.
up
So do you.
I haven't seen you guys in such a long time. Hi, Justin.
Hey, it has been too long.
I'm looking up, sending kisses your way. I know this guy here. I know this guy. Hi, Ross.
Hi, George. Long time no speak.
Long time no speak. Thanks for having me on, Grace. Hi, Justin. Congratulations on your 100,000.
Thank you, George. Thank you. And it's, there's a lot of people don't know this quick story of how George and I became acquainted. This was 2019. First, I was seeing a fragrance called Signature Pour Homme start to pop up here and there. And I was like, man, this stuff looks amazing. What is this? And people are loving it. Next thing I know, I got an email from George saying, hey, Justin, I love what you're doing. I would love to send you a bottle of Signature Pour Homme. I'm like, really? Yes. And anyway, fast forward.
Justin, how many subscribers did you have at that time? Do you remember? Where were you at the time?
Geez. I feel like it was.
Couldn't have been more than 15,000.
It was less than 20. Less than 20. I don't know exactly, but less than 20.
Because at Scent Explorer, you were still at least a few thousand away from 20 at that point.
Yeah, definitely. So, small fish for sure. And George.
All of us small fish.
I mean, things change with time, of course. But George was generous enough to introduce me to the brand of Zaharoff through his seminal product, Signature Pour Homme, beautiful fragrance. Fast forward to Scent Explorer, as Ross had pointed out. That's where Ross and I met. That's also where George and I met for the first time in New York City. And we just had a ball. We had a fantastic time. We fellowshipped, got to know each other. And that's where George brought up this crazy idea. He's like, hey, how would you feel about like collaborating with Zaharoff to make a fragrance? And I'm like, and I think my brain at the time never ever conceived of the idea of doing anything like that. So it almost didn't feel real. I think what came out of my mouth was like, yeah, that'd be awesome. But I think my brain wasn't processing it. That didn't come till like George followed up after Scent Explorer, maybe a month or two later. And it's like, hey, so we're doing this, by the way. So I'm like, oh. And that was just a blitz of an experience of being able to not only learn what it's like to bring a product to market. I know Ross can speak on this too. That was one of George's objectives, which was to give us the experience to know what it's like to bring a new product, a new fragrance from nothing to in the hands of the consumer and just everything that goes on behind the scenes. And Ross can speak on this. Our eyes were blown apart, not even just opened, because we didn't
Free education.
Seriously. You know, we did
too, right? The pandemic.
Yeah, it was quite a time
Crazy.
to embark on something like that.
We started work in January. Lockdown started happening, what, March, April?
Yes,
like
that's yeah. I think we had our first call was in January. I was scared. I was like a little chihuahua, just shivering. You couldn't see me because it was on the phone.
We were already working because the infamous conversation between you and I when, hey, what are you doing? I was in San Antonio. That was January to March. I was in San Antonio.
Okay.
So you and I had already had that conversation. We had already started working with our perfumers, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I was just catching up to the train at that point. But anyway, over the course of that whole project, you know, learned a lot, got to know George and his vision, got to know his heart, just saw who George is as a human being. And I know it's going to sound cliche coming in a public forum like this where you think, oh, yeah, you're just going to say what sounds good. Guys, until you get a chance to meet George Zaharoff, and Ross, you know this, I literally meant what I said when I said George is one of one.
Call him a unicorn.
Yeah, in terms of his heart, in terms of his wisdom, his experience in this industry over decades of time, he's shared his failures with us and what he's learned from them. And that is just one of the biggest gifts that anyone can get, is to have somewhat of a mentor in their life who can say, hey, this is what I screwed up, or this is what didn't work for me. I don't want you to make those same mistakes, or this is what you can expect when you embark on this. This is how it could be difficult. This is where the challenges might be. And George really said that, like, for lack of a better term, when our fragrances were coming to market the first time through, he said, so if you want to know what to expect, what this might feel like, imagine showing your bare ass to the world and having everyone critique it. Every little dimple, pimple, you know, birthmark, hair, you know.
End quote. That's what he said too.
And I was like,
Yep.
you know, I'm like, that sounds like a George euphemism. But then we released the fragrances. I'm like, he was right. This is scary. This is so vulnerable. But through him, you know, just kind of being along on our sides and just saying, yep, this is what it is. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Yet people are saying this. That's fine. We can't change that. It'll be fine.
And that's also the reason why we all came to Chicago, and we're, you know, even just working together. It kind of was this energy of just, you know, of one, you know what I mean? And just being able to fight through a lot of that. Because, you know, but look what we created. I mean, it's something that people still talk about.
Yes.
And then the same comment I'm reading.
End quote.
We both started laughing at the same
time. Anyway, sorry, continue, George.
And it was no regrets.
Yeah.
I remember that first trip because Rosé hadn't hit the market yet.
Oh, man.
Grace had went through I think it was the lab sampler, whatever Justin had at the time.
The travel atomizer.
Yeah. So George's like, oh, here's another one. She went, what? I can't do her voice, but it was hilarious. We have it on video.
Pretty
it's
good,
on my
honestly.
vlog video. She was floored and excited. Like you remember in '96 when you were a kid and you unwrapped that N64 under the tree, fellas? That was Grace when he handed her that travel atomizer.
I was obsessed. George, the first time I met George, we were Justin and I were in Chicago for the first time. I was meeting a lot of his friends because he actually lived in the Midwest for like almost a decade.
Yeah. This was in 2020, I think we made this trip.
And we had lunch together and had an amazing conversation. And then George, we smelled rosé in the car. You still just had the
that's right.
Like the little
I feel like he was wearing it.
You were wearing it, and it was in the car.
Was it in the old Mercedes?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
In the old Mercedes. Yes. And then you pulled out, you're like, oh, you can have this or whatever. And I wore that thing dry.
Yes.
I am obsessed. You know, the one thing I need to say about you, George Zaharoff, is that we've been going through a lot of bottles and a lot of packaging and a lot of fragrances as we've been doing our organizing and all that. And I said this to you, Justin, the other day. I was like, George does everything so first class.
Yeah.
And it is so rare. Most people cut corners in manufacturing. I don't know if you guys realize how often that happens. And George never cuts corners. He always gets the highest quality glass, the highest quality caps, the highest quality design. You know, the plates are the highest quality. Just
got a
the
mold
packaging.
made for Justin to put his plates on because it would be such a pain just by hand.
Seriously.
And the same is true with the oils and where everything is sourced. It is like legitimate from just the ground up. And I appreciate quality, and I just love everything about you is quality, George.
Thank you.
So.
Thank you, Grace. But
yeah,
I know that Zaharoff would not be where it's at had it not been for all of us coming together, not once but twice. And it's shining each other, really. And I have to tell you something interesting. Even when it came for Second Soul, and we were talking about Second Soul in so many different ways, the Second Soul of Justin with you, Justin with his subscribers, Justin with his Zaharoff, Justin with Justin. I mean, it's the Second Soul and the concept of the mirror. And, you know, I haven't unwrapped this because it's exactly how you guys have wrapped them. So I have not even opened them, but the glass mirror. Do you remember what we went through with the glass mirror?
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Second Soul and creating, I mean, everything, making sure that the lip was a certain way and the mirrors to the box company to be put to all of the, oh my God.
They were all individually wrapped, and it was a lot of them.
And all of the plates had to be polished because it was chrome, and so much love. I mean, we came together and created like such beautiful works of art. Really.
Yeah. Well, you know, I want to say, I've said this before, and I don't know how many people know this, but George, you know, Ross and I had the opportunity through George to creatively direct our fragrances. But I want you guys to know that George didn't just say, all right, you guys do your thing. Let me know when you're done. Because George has such a deep well of experience in this area, just his artistic vision, even outside of fragrances, is tremendous. So George was the glue for really solidifying what the visual of Second Soul would be, because we didn't know exactly what we were going to do for the presentation, of, especially in the box and whatnot. And George just one day was like, what about a mirror? And I was like, yeah, that sounds kind of crazy. But what do you mean? So we talked about it a bit, and he explained his thoughts, and I'm like,
it's genius.
That's it. That's brilliant. But then I was like, well, how are we going to do that? Like, logistically, how would that work? And George he's like, yeah, I'll figure it out. And he just figured it out. And the highest quality mirrors you can get, you know, how you go into like fun houses and things look a little warped. Even your mirrors at home. I'm sure some of you guys have mirrors hanging up at home, and you
glass mirrors. They were
yes.
Because remember, it looked like, because it looked close, it would look perfect, and then from far away, it was the fun house. I'm like, oh, hello.
Exactly. So we didn't want that. And George, you know, he found the right mirrors to where it's like, this is legitimate. It's real. It's high quality. It's beautiful. And he really brought it all together and again, kind of finished it.
Your fragrance, Justin, and I see it all the time, and I get requests. And if I get requests, I'm pretty sure you get requests too.
Yeah.
And so
I'd like to play an audio.
Huh.
Oh.
Okay. I sent this to Justin Saturday night. We were walking into Walmart after we had went eat dinner and went and watched sunset on the beach, because I noticed he hit the milestone. And I was like, oh, I got to wear Second Soul. We did our live stream 2 days before. I wore Brass and Soul. And my wife could not stop talking about it. So
been a while since I wore Second Soul. Literally just
y'all hear it?
It smells so good. Oh, there you go. And I said, God, I sniffed my arm because I could smell my sea eyes. I said, God, Justin's fragrance smells so good. She said, it's definitely gotten even better with age.
Yeah.
So I figured I would share. So just age is like a fine wine.
So good.
So good.
It's random, and just her and the riffing in the background. You can't stop smelling yourself when you wear Second Soul. I say it all the time when Evening Mystique and or Second Soul come up, that I think it's just me trying to not exclude myself here, because I say I go back and forth with which I like more from the second round, but it's Justin's fragrance was the best of the bunch. I'm sorry. Second Soul was the best of the second round.
And you know,
It's so good. It is a true work of art with the storytelling, the quadruple. What Justin had as a triple entendre, George then created into a quadruple entendre. Then the evolution of Brass and Soul into Second Soul, where you smell the original. It's a true evolution of the original scent and the original story. It's masterfully composed in every facet of the storytelling side of what a fragrance can be.
Man,
It just deserves the flowers. It really does.
I appreciate
You and
that.
your perfumer and George, as a trio, created magic, because that's what Justin was saying. When it comes to the packaging, that's the master right there. That's what he does. That man creates art and designs from the ground up.
And it's the energy.
That's the brilliance behind the packaging right there.
Thank you, Russ. Just all of us coming together. It's such an honor, and enough, because this is about your 100,000 and what you've got.
I had to share.
And Zed Creators is such a big part of it. So, and to all of them watching who has supported Zed Creators, thank you. I just love you guys so much, and who knows what the future holds. But I know that the immediate future is 3 bottles of my own personal archives. Untouched. These were touched by. I get them. I'm so happy to see you, Grace.
Oh, I'm so happy to see you. I miss you so much.
In such a long time, it's like,
I know.
Yeah.
We adore you, George.
And you know how Justin vents to Grace? I vented to Grace too.
I've heard Grace's potty mouth. None of you have.
Grace is the voice, like a calming voice of reason. Just, it's okay.
She is the queen of finding positivity in every situation.
But don't.
She's really good at that.
Find
the silver lining.
I love you, Grace. I love it. Anyway, okay. So
we love you. We can't wait to be back packing fragrances someday.
Yes, that's right. So here are 3 fragrances that were wrapped, packaged, plated by Justin and Grace, and it'll be up to you to decide who gets these. Okay, further on or whenever you want to. But these babies belong to 3 of your viewers. Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, George.
So,
we will have to figure out exactly. I've been trying to figure this out because and Ross, I wanted to ask you actually, because I don't currently have a fantastic method of live giveaways. Do you feel like you've got something that works?
I do, but you're gonna have that joker that's gonna be mad. I was first because you can't pin YouTube. You have to pin through StreamYard, and there's a delay. Right. So a lot of you that have been involved in my live giveaways, you know where this is going. Dedrick does it as well. Is if you ask a question, first one to get it, and you as the creator and streamer have to use StreamYard. It doesn't, and there's going to be a delay, and more times than not, the order is not going to be the same. But you just have to be clear that first on StreamYard, what I see is going to be the winner. That's what I've found to be just the easiest to do. This way, people that are really invested in your channel. You don't have to always be a difficult. You can throw a difficult one here, and like we got enough giveaways. We can throw some challenging ones too, but a couple layups to just see who's the quickest on their keyboard, kind of thing, for who truly supports Justin Copeland, the creator.
Okay.
On this channel, answers that only people that actually watch your content would have a shot at knowing.
Okay. I appreciate that.
I see George. I saw Kelly. No nibble.
There's some great creators here tonight.
What's up, Gerard? Good to see you, man. I'm in Boston.
Today, but
he's trying to give you a run for your money on best looking fragrance content creator.
Oh man,
good looking man,
running hard on that.
That's a good looking man, and he's got that Boston accent. He's trying to pack the car in the garage. You know what I'm saying? He's that guy.
So thingy. Send me the addresses. We'll be in touch. God bless you both. Much
We
love.
love you, George.
George, thank you for coming
so
through.
much.
And thank you everybody for it's really incredible. You know, we're opening Italy the end of the month,
Wow.
the beginning of October, and it's just crazy. Like, if you think about the time we met versus like how all of us were at our own milestones, and I couldn't have done it without you guys, and more to come. So thank you. God bless you both. And Ross, good to see you as always.
Love you, George. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the generous giveaway that you're sponsoring. And yeah, we will let you know who ends up winning.
Fun fact before he goes, George Zaharoff did not pay for this stream.
No.
I always have to be very clear for the misconceptions.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Ross. Yeah. People hear the word sponsor. Like, oh, I told you.
Yeah, there was no funds exchanged. If you don't purchase anything through either of our affiliate links, we make $0 through the company known as Zaharoff.
That's right.
Fact.
That is
always
right.
been that way. Yes, we make royalties on our fragrances we created. Wouldn't you want to? No, take my likeness, my idea. I don't need no money. Thanks for letting me create it.
Seriously, yeah. I'll just
appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, present the opportunity to my landlord as rent, and that'll suffice. Yeah.
I'm just so excited to see both of y'all together on screen. It's been so long.
It has been way too long. I appreciate that, man. So good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
I'm so excited too.
Thank y'all for having me.
Oh, dude.
Look, if you'd have said, "Nah, we just kind of want to do our thing," would I have been upset? Sure. But I wanted to be part of it because I feel so invested. You know, I'm so excited for you guys.
Man, appreciate that. What is? Oh, I see the what?
Oh, my potty mouth.
Oh, the potty mouth stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's for when you actually get to hang out with us in person.
Yeah, you guys got to earn that.
Yeah, because y'all don't realize Justin's got a pretty big potty mouth at times too.
It's very intentional.
Justin, y'all don't know this. Justin don't really let you in until he gets to know you and understands he can trust letting you in. You don't really get to see what kind of clown this guy can really be. You get a little glimpse once in a while on his channel. You get a glimpse, but y'all don't understand the fun you can really have with these two.
Man,
very proper and prim on screen.
We are, the authenticity has many facets. I'll just say that.
Indeed. They're two of the most wonderful people ever. It made my day, though. I was having my meal after prejudging for my competition, and what do I get? This beautiful message from Justin and Grace. I literally made an Instagram story. I was just so touched. It was great to hear from you guys. I was getting all these messages, but what stood out? You two, because it means more when it's coming from you two. I just adore both of you.
It was, man,
enough love fest. I need to stop this shit.
We're gonna lose the numbers. No, just kidding.
I think we should.
Let's give some stuff away.
Yeah, maybe let's conduct a giveaway here. So
yeah, we got some good things coming.
Yeah. So
speaking of, would you like me to share what I'm bringing to the party?
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
So guys, as Ross mentioned, he is going to be generous enough to do some giveaways on his end on the behalf of this entire event. And Ross, we appreciate you. So what do the people have the chance to win?
So keeping with the spirit of Second Soul, I figure one lucky winner can get a bottle of Evening Mystique as well. I am running low on my stash. I have given a few away recently.
Wow.
I'm running low.
Wow.
I'm running low. And if it's okay with you, because three people have an opportunity to get Second Soul, it's your giveaway. Do as you choose. But because of the circumstance, I think it'd be pretty cool if, even though those three win, I think they should still be eligible, so somebody can potentially end up with both.
Okay. That's totally up to you, man.
Yeah.
That way there's a possibility that one person could walk away with both Evening Mystique and Second Soul and have 2/3 of the collection. Does that sound okay?
I think
because normally I'm like, once you win, you're out. No more winning for you.
Yeah, totally.
Given the circumstance.
Yeah. And Watermelon Supporter says that's gnarly. I agree.
And then I have another giveaway. So, it's nice to get some PR from time to time. And it's really funny when they send you something that you already bought It's even funnier when it's 3 fragrances that you already bought. So here we have 3 50 ml bottles in this Ralph Lauren Discovery set.
Wow.
More than a Discovery set, but
yeah,
to get this to open, it's actually the newest release. If I get this to open from the sides as well. Polo 67, Polo Red EDT, and Polo Blue EDT. 350 ml bottles to one lucky one.
Yeah.
Woo!
A 3-bottle Polo set and a bottle of Eden Mystique.
Oh my goodness.
2 lucky winners.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That you guys came on the right night. So we need to figure out how
big milestone. We got to do a bunch of cool giveaways.
We sure do. I have some ideas for some questions that I could ask. I don't know if you already had an idea in your mind for.
I have one for Eden Mystique specifically when the time comes.
Okay. All right. So how about I'll ask a question, and this is for a bottle of Second Soul. And this is for the real ones. All right. I mean, all you guys are amazing. Everybody here is a real one, but there are some like real ones, and this comes down to the content you've watched and how you support, what we do and whatnot. So here's my question, and I'll be happy to repeat this.
So real quick before he says the question, just want to make sure everybody's on the same page here. He's going to pin the first person to answer that he sees on StreamYard, which you guys cannot see. So the order you see on YouTube may not be the same order Justin looks at. I stress this again because every time me and Detrick do it, I can say it 6 times and somebody's still going to say, "Oh, I'm getting robbed."
Yeah.
So I want us to be as clear as possible here.
I appreciate that, Ross. And that is the truth. And we only have so much control over it. So thank you guys in advance for working with us. Here's the question.
I hope I know the answer.
You might know the answer. Here's the question. And in fact, Cersei, I just asked, is this a USA only giveaway? I would imagine George.
It is US only.
Okay.
Last time he did giveaways on my channel, it was
okay. So sorry about that, guys, due to the constraints of shipping internationally and the customs involved and all that.
Duties and taxes.
Yeah. So we apologize for that. Here's your question. In the series, What You Think You Smell Like, there's an episode called The Last Top 10 Video You Ever Need to Watch, in which Custom Joplin lands a deal with a certain designer brand.
I do know the answer.
I know the answer to everything we could possibly.
Yes, advocate for their newest fragrance release. It is a flanker. What is the name of this flanker? Of this?
I'm still waiting for it to come out.
It is a fictional fragrance.
I want to see
a fictional fragrance flanker that Custom Joplin gets the opportunity to rep in this episode of What You Think You Smell Like. You have to get the name of it. I'm seeing people put out brands, Dior, Prada. No. I think only a select few might know this, but I know there's people out there who know this.
Well, they've had 2 opportunities to know the answer. They either saw your original video or my reaction video where I laughed my ass off at the fragrance on my channel. So it's on two videos, actually.
Yeah.
Great.
So I'm seeing a bunch of answers here. Devin, you're not correct, but you're kind of on the right track.
It's ridiculous like that, but it's not that fragrance.
So I see David is close. David's getting closer. David is getting real close. I'm going to repeat it one more time just so you guys know. There's a fragrance that Custom Joplin got a chance to rep with a certain designer brand. What is this fictional fragrance flanker? Man, this is you guys are not getting close.
Chauncey said yes, none of
I saw Joel said he knows it, but he can't participate.
He's in Canada.
I do apologize, Joel. You said let's want to.
I'll give you a hint. It was green. The way he just changed the color on it.
It is a green bottle.
Bottle.
It's a very simple name.
Yep.
Is it though? It sounds like something they would really release. For those of you that don't know the answer, when you hear the answer, that sounds like it's coming soon. Maybe this was more difficult than we
I
thought.
think
I thought
it
it'd
is.
be a layup.
I don't know if people are going to grab this one. So we might have to change the question.
Are we going to give them a little bit longer? Because I know what it is. No.
Grace, once you got.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait. So this is the.
But that's not the whole name. He's close.
This might be as close as we might get here.
Well, because Michael K is closer, huh? The next comment.
Let me see. I think, no, that's it.
That is it.
That is it. Inverted Vampire.
He's off by one word.
You were so close, but Michael K got it. Wanted by Afternoon, Extreme Intense Parfum.
And they were going to pay him $250,000 to fly him out for the launch party.
Did you have to?
Oh my God.
Then someone grabbed a Zaro.
What?
In the Cookie King. If you scroll down further, they even have a Zaro.
Oh, did he? Okay. Well, I think Michael
by Afternoon.
Yeah, Michael knew that
that's the name of the fragrance, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's fair. I don't know if you could write down his name in a note. Michael K, congratulations on winning a bottle of Second Soul.
Yes.
So, Michael, here's what I want you to do, and only Michael can do this for the moment. I will know if it's not you. I'm going to type in my email address here. I want you to save this, and you're going to email me. I will get you in touch with George Zaharoff, and we will get you, assuming you're in the USA, I assume you are, we will get you your bottle of Second Soul. So
George will ship it
congratulations.
tomorrow.
Yes. And guys, fret not. There are 2 more bottles to win.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's other bottles, of course, as Ross mentioned on his end as well.
5 giveaways here today.
This is wild. And we actually have some bottles over here near us from our.
That's what I was saying. I had a feeling y'all were doing some stuff too, whether we showed up or not.
Yeah, we got some stuff that, officially was a part of the purge, but we're just like, you know what? We're just going to give it away.
Cool stuff away. And I can tell y'all, this going to be some stuff y'all are really going to like because Justin's too much of a snob these days. He just won't wear them.
Man, it's not all that. There's one fragrance that could fall into that, but not so much. I feel like
I love giving him a hard time. Him and his basic bro fragrances.
Let me see. I feel like I'm going to do a giveaway from one of our personal bottles, Ross. And then I'd love for you to do one of yours. Is that
whatever
cool?
you would like.
All right. So this is an oddball here.
Do as you see.
This is an oddball here. And this question will be a lot easier. It'll just take a little bit of research. And basically, whoever does it fastest wins. The bottle you can win. This is from the House of Neanderthal. This is called Them. This is a little bit of an oddball fragrance, but it's actually quite beautiful. Down to the bottle. Very unusual. It is based around carrot seeds with some other things in there. So it does have the smell of iris, musk, kind of dry, starchy, but fresh and just a little strange. It may not smell like anything you've ever smelled, but it's still quite wearable and approachable, I would say. Nonetheless, you're getting it for free. So don't worry. Am I going to like it? You're getting it for free. I hope you do like it, but you got nothing to lose here. So here's your next question to win a bottle of Neanderthal Them. The question is, what is the first fragrance video published to this channel?
It's real easy to find out who's quick enough.
What is the first fragrance video published to this channel?
I'm going to check out a curiosity.
I think I saw a not so famous YouTuber put it up right away.
Get it? Yes, Spencer got it.
Right away. Top fall fragrances list 2016.
Nice.
You are
I was live with Spencer earlier. He just hit 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, congratulations, Spencer.
Yep.
He hit 1,000 earlier.
So freaking awesome. And I'm just happy to contribute to that milestone for you. You win this fragrance. So scroll up in the chat, find my email address there. If you don't see it, let me know. I'll happily put it in again, and we'll get you that bottle.
That makes me so happy that Spencer won something, because that's who else I streamed with today.
That is so cool. Yeah, happy to get it to you, Spence, and I'm sure it'll be a great home. What is this? Joel has a question here. Which fragrance Custom was wearing trying to catch a fly honey in the bar?
So he's throwing that out there as a potential question, is what he's saying.
Yeah, people might get it if they know
Because that
it.
happens when I do them too. I'll start getting text messages from Scott and Tyler. They're like, "This would be a good question." IG stuff from Kix Griffey. Stuff starts popping in their heads. Try this question.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, maybe we'll use that. So I don't know if a lot of people would know it, but we'll see. I might use that. That's a great suggestion. Ross, how do you feel about giving something away?
I think we're gonna do the Ralph Lauren set first.
All right, man.
Nice.
350 ml bottles.
350 ml bottles, Polo 67, that has gained more and more steam. More and more people are really feeling this one. I was a little like, it's okay, it's nice, it's kind of basic, bro, if you will. And the more you start wearing it, the more you're like, this is great for somebody that doesn't want some ridiculous over the top collection. If you just want a couple, a handful or so of fragrances, you build a wardrobe. Really good fragrance for that. Polo EDT, blue and red. They're both EDTs. They're classic. All-time great in Polo blue, in my opinion. Polo red, a little youthful, but sweet, fruity, fun, powdery. I wore my bottle of it the other day. So 350 mLs. I want somebody to get this. And I have a very specific question that people that know Justin's taste, I think more people than not should be able to get this right. So thumbs on your smartphones, hands on your keyboards for you at your computers.
All right.
When I met Justin for the first time at Scent Explorer in 2019, what fragrance was he wearing? It is one of his favorite niche fragrances, is the hint.
Wow.
Amazing. You know what you're wearing, right, baby?
I do.
Our
Wow.
sillage got lost in the ridiculous, overwhelming sillage of the crowd.
Man, I'm seeing a lot of answers here.
It was not Vanilla Oud. This
It
was
was
years
not-
later.
yeah.
I smelled
Vanilla Oud came later. I see people
Yes.
putting vintage. That's not a niche fragrance, but it's a beautiful fragrance.
I wonder who's going to get it first.
I see Aventus, original vetiver, Oud Galore, beautiful but not yet.
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
got it.
Yes, indeed.
Jonathan has won a giveaway with me and George the other day. He won I think he won a Zaharoff sample set for the entire house the other day.
Wow.
Yeah, last week.
Jonathan, you're having a good year. Because Jonathan won an artwork giveaway on my channel just the other day.
He said, is it okay if I donate it?
Oh.
This? If you want to.
As in he wants to
What do you
pass it
mean?
up and
You mean keep it going and ask another question? Or you mean donate to somebody you know? Because you can do whatever you want.
wait, Grace said she saw Leighton
At
earlier.
Jay Alexander. Go back up.
This wait.
There was somebody that beat him? That was the first one I saw.
You saw it earlier, babe?
Yeah.
Let me see.
My
here.
apologies if so. Want to make sure to get
There
the
was
right
a lot of
person.
comments that came.
Oh
up.
yeah, Jay Alejandro. No, because
Yeah.
that's under Jonathan.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Yeah,
there's
Okay.
2 comments under Jonathan.
Yeah, in fact, Jonathan
Really?
put it even earlier.
Yeah, Jonathan
put
was
it
Oh,
twice.
okay.
Yeah, Jonathan was on it so
He put
quick.
it early.
Yeah,
Okay,
he put
I
it
saw him
way
put it
earlier.
earlier. then.
How did you
Okay,
miss
that's
that?
what you saw earlier. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had put it way
Thank you for
before.
double check.
So he actually got it right twice.
Wow. So
So now
Jonathan, he
you
wants
win
to donate it.
2 gift sets. No. just kidding.
So what did you mean by can you donate it? You mind elaborating, Jonathan?
I'm wondering if maybe he means he's going to pass it up. Let's ask another question, give someone
That's
else
what
a
I'm
chance to
thinking.
win. But let's see what Jonathan. Does that sound about right, Jonathan? Is that what you had in mind? You have the power here, my friend.
Whatever you want to do.
Yes, let us know your.
I know where to
thoughts.
send it. I have you
Because we could say Jay Alejandro
because
he was the
let
next
him win
one.
because he was the next one.
Jay Alejandro, I'm sure you wouldn't be upset about that.
Mm-hmm.
How about we do that?
Like stay in for another giveaway unless I can swap for something else.
Okay.
No, because it's coming from different people, so you're not really gonna
Exactly.
swap. Yeah, and it's very different. Like this private stash of George's second
That's
soul body is a little different. It's not like with the Seraphim Red giveaways when we were doing those double packs the other day, where it's just a stock George has. It's a little different.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So that is what we're doing.
he said, give it to Mr. A. So
Okay.
Alejandro,
It's yours. Congratulations. So we're gonna
Jay
write his name
Alejandro
down.
is a subscriber of mine as well. Email me,
awesome.
sir.
Yes. Get in touch with
I'll
Ross.
put my email in the chat real quick.
Amazing. So good. Man, this is great. We got some more stuff to give away, guys. Let me just go
Yeah,
through
this
here.
is so fun.
Congratulations, Jay Alejandro.
All that
You
Ralph
get
Lauren in
Polo
your life.
67, Polo Red, and Polo Blue.
That is exciting.
I will literally go, if you get me your address tonight, I'll ship it out tomorrow because might be fleeing the state of Florida in about 2 days.
Oh, that's getting real.
Yeah, hurricanes. All of the paths are panhandle.
Wow.
Joe Cantori is in Panama City Beach. You know that's where the hurricane's coming.
Woo!
When Joe shows up, that's where the hurricane's going. So, yeah, he's been spotted here in PCB.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
yeah, I'm going to be leaving Wednesday. So,
Dude.
yeah, it sucks.
Are you taking
And
any
it's
fragrances?
scheduled to be really strong. Would you say?
Wow.
Ooh, are you taking fragrances?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I still got work to do and still want to wear stuff. And I thought, yeah, absolutely. I told the wife I'm going to have quite the amount of fragrances with me because God knows how long we'll have to be gone. If I was out for a week,
That's crazy,
I'm
dude.
3 minutes from the water.
Yeah.
So that's
Belly
the
the
that's
beast
the
right
Russian
there.
roulette you play when you live on the Gulf Coast as close as I do to it.
Yeah, that's the beauty and also the beast of it.
Mhm.
Wow. Well,
Where are you
fingers
guys gonna go?
crossed.
We're going to go to Louisiana. We'll go to my mom's,
Oh, okay, yeah.
which
Okay.
they just got one like 3 weeks ago. They just got sick.
Dang.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Okay.
Like literally the week after I was in Louisiana because I went into August.
Wow.
Aw.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah.
All the best with that, man. Yeah, fingers crossed it's not as bad
Oh,
as
meaning we may have to
Thank you,
reschedule Thursday. I forgot to tell you that.
of course.
We'll probably have to reschedule for next week or
It
something.
sounds like we will definitely need to reschedule. I would understand.
That was on the agenda of things to talk to you about.
Yes.
Now it's coming up. So
That's a bummer, but I understand.
yeah.
Take your whole
What are the
collections of
3
some-
must-take fragrances when fleeing a hurricane?
You know,
That's
I might
fun.
make that video.
Do it.
Top-
Please make it.
What are the ones that had to make the trip no matter what?
Mhm.
Top 3 fragrances to attract the other evacuees in a hurricane.
Top 10 fragrances for when a hurricane destroys your apartment
Oh
building.
my god.
I doubt that's going to happen, God willing.
No, that's not happening,
Yeah,
man.
that's pretty extreme. But
yeah, that's a wild situation. Yeah, stay safe.
Yeah.
I want to say, Umair, I saw your comment. Thank you so much for the kind words
Yes,
from Pakistan.
amazing.
Thank you for watching. Jeff, I saw your comment as well. Thank you for your earlier comment.
Thank you very
This
much.
is totally random, but Jeffrey, I just have to say this, and I don't know if you get this all the time. I've been thinking about this for years. Every time I see you pop up in my comments, I feel like I'm seeing Kevin James pop up in my comments. I don't know if people tell you look like Kevin James. Maybe it's just this photo.
I was thinking it.
But I'm like, oh, Kevin, it's Jeffrey. What's up, man? I'm like, but you just kind of look like Kevin James. I don't know if you let me know if you've got that before, but I love Kevin James.
The sillage of this fragrance is amazing in 100 mile per hour. They're having fun. This is great.
And you're screaming that in the video.
Yeah.
So guys, you gotta check it out when I spray. It just goes into the wind.
Sorry for the wind in the mic.
I got my windscreen on. I don't know what's going on.
I got the dead cat on the mic. It's not working.
Yeah, seriously. How about we do another Second Soul giveaway?
Oh yeah,
And-
perfect.
Oh no, I lost 30 pounds. I hope you didn't take. I don't mean any disrespect in that. And
With laughing emojis.
yeah, I lost
So-
30 pounds. Jeffrey, you look great. I'm just gonna say that. And again, Kevin James is amazing. So we're just gonna go with that. But you are Jeffrey McLean. Nobody can change that. You are not Kevin James.
Mhm.
You're the one and only. All right.
Exactly.
Tanner.
Tanner coming through strong.
Dang, Tanner, thank you so much. Appreciate that. And thank you for the drink. Appreciate it. Thank you. Here is the next question. I'm actually going to borrow Joel's question. and we'll see how it goes. We may have to change the question, but in the episode of What You Think You Smell Like, called If a Fragrance Doesn't Get You Compliments, It's Trash, I think that's what it's called. Custin Joplin wears a particular fragrance to the club to try to pick up on some fly honeys.
Fly honeys. He's trying to be a fly honey trap.
And this is a real fragrance. What is that fragrance?
I don't remember.
Oh, there it is.
Wow.
Humdy got it quick.
That was so quick.
So quick. Humdy. I saw it come in too. Congratulations. That is correct. Ugalore. I think he does about 15 sprays of it in the video. And
so in reality, how fun was those 15 sprays for you? Because that stuff's nuclear.
Well, a little bit of behind the scenes movie magic. I think I only sprayed it about I only sprayed it maybe
flipping the screen and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, like repeating a clip but flipping it backwards, all kind of thing. I sprayed it maybe 4 times on myself during
Still very pronounced though.
It is, because it's a strong scent. But anyway, congrats to Humdy.
He said he literally watched the video for the first time yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
Fresh. That was meant to be for you,
dude.
Sir. That was meant to be.
Wow.
That is crazy.
That was your question. I bet you'd have been so pissed if somebody would have beat you to that when you just watched the video.
Humdy, this was your moment, and you
he didn't even
nailed
know.
it. Humdy, just in case you missed it.
What if he asks a question for giveaways? I need to start watching his videos.
Guys, you never
Nailed
know.
it. That's amazing.
That's my email address, Humdy. Send me an email, and I'll connect you with George Zaharoff. We'll get you a bottle of Second Soul. That is crazy. Just yesterday. That's like one of the least viewed videos of the series, I would say, even though it was probably the most fun because I got to involve family and get my brother in there and his wife in there and her brother in there. And it was hilarious filming that video. So if you guys missed that, at least check that video out.
Watch it. That's the first time the engagement ring was in a video.
That's right. And
Someone
only a few
found
people
it.
noticed
Yeah.
it. It was just kind of popped up in one scene there. Steven, I see, he's asking about baby Justin. That is a very particular question. Thank you for the super chat. Hopefully we can have an answer for you and appease your wife who's asking. Ross, do you want to give away evening mystique? It's up to you, but
we could also do another one over here, baby.
We could, yeah, sure.
Yeah, do one.
Okay.
Let's separate Zed.
Okay. Yeah. This is a simple one. This is a designer fragrance from the House of Paco Rabanne XS.
I've heard that's kind of like Himalaya.
It is. It's a beautiful scent. I like the scent. I just wasn't wearing it. I wore it a couple times, featured in a couple videos, and then it just started collecting dust. I'm like, you know what? This deserves a better home. So this is going to you guys. If I really,
though, I'm kind of surprised.
Because this fragrance originally came out in the 90s, right?
Yeah,
but this is a revamped version. I think they revamped it in like 2018 or something. And it's a good scent. I have other stuff that kind of does what this does. So for whatever reason, I just don't reach for it. It doesn't have an old school vibe, but it has a little bit more substance than your typical modern masculine freshie, I would say. But it's easy to wear. I would wear it to the gym and whatnot. So yeah, happy to give this one away to one lucky person. I need to come up with a question. The question, let's see here.
Welcome to the fun.
Yes, this is as you guys can see, we completely prepared every aspect of this live stream ahead of time.
Totally.
Off the cuff is the most fun, though. Then in the moment, you're like, oh, this will work.
Yes. Let me think again. We're just trying to think through the content. Ooh. Okay. This one might be a little tough, but I think maybe some people will get it. What was the first video on my channel that Grace?
That was literally what the question. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I should have just had you ask it.
So crazy.
The first video that Grace popped up in on the channel. And No, I'll just stop it there. I was going to add a little something else to it, but that's fine. First video, I think DJ. In fact, now I need to actually double check the exact name. But that is what we did. Is that the?
I think so. Technically, the very first video was for the Christmas.
I know.
I shouldn't say that, but that was the first one I was in on my own.
That is true. So I was going to accept either answer, but you're exactly right. That is
so. DJ Devontae, be happy because Devontae literally asked George today if he could buy a second soul from his personal stash. So be thankful you're still in the runnings for a second soul bottle.
Wow.
You don't want that excess. You want second soul.
Totally.
I talked to Devontae this morning. He bought tobacco. He was using my code and everything. That's how I know these things. I was on the phone with George. So,
man,
you still got a chance. He wants second soul, by the way. He really wants. He was trying to get it today.
It's still possible, but in the meantime, you want a bottle of excess for free. And I think
I thought it was a Christmas episode.
So that was technically the first video, but I was going to accept either one because that video was nowhere near as viewed as this one. Most people would have seen the one that DJ had put.
And that was
Devontae's out, or he's still eligible?
No, he's still in. That's right, because
we're going to give it to him. That's the first one I was in by myself without the family.
And in the Christmas video, it was the whole family. Yeah. So, so that is Devontae's. Congratulations on that. That was pretty quick. So great job.
Did you watch that video yesterday?
Seriously, I just watched it yesterday.
He did.
That's awesome. And that was a fun video. That was Grace's real induction to being on camera and being herself and sharing her true opinions without anyone else's input but mine. And that was fun. There was a lot of fun there. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Wait, look who's here. Oh, what's up, Notes Punch? Good to see you. Thanks for joining in. This is a bit of an OG, guys. He's been around
very
for
much
a minute.
Still making some great content.
A minute. And thanks.
He shows a lot of love on my platforms too, man. It's good to see you.
And good to see you, making regular content as well. Okay. Ross.
I'm trying to figure out what I want to ask.
I know. We're giving you some time, and I'm sorry it's not enough time.
No, you gave me plenty of time. I'm just drawing a blank.
I'm just trying to, because it's hard
under pressure.
It's hard to think of something that has nothing to do with you per se.
I'm trying to think of something that involves Grace that won't be super difficult. That's literally where my mind is right now. I'm trying to figure out, because everything I keep going to is stuff that y'all did on my channel. Like, that doesn't work in this scenario. Some may know the answer, but that's not a fair thing to do.
Sure.
So,
I wonder if there's something else we can ask that may not be so specific to our channels. Maybe, I don't know, something a little bit more generally fragrance related, or it's just maybe not as special, but it could still be functional. Grace's worst rating. I've
got one. It's very recency bias.
Okay.
Very recent. Like this week recent.
All right.
This past week, last week. What is thumbs on your smartphones, fingers on your keyboards?
Yes.
What is the name of Justin Copeland's favorite Zaharoff fragrance?
Oh, that's gonna
There should be a flood of everybody getting this answer.
Here it comes. I'm ready.
This should be a race answer to where they're
like,
this.
Here it comes. Nope. Not Ben.
That's my favorite.
Oh,
okay. We got some. No, keep going up.
Yeah. It's just moving so quick. Too many flies.
Too many flies, I believe, is who got it.
John said second soul. Great answer. Too many flies. You're correct.
Yeah.
Renaissance
favorite Zaharoff
is the current favorite Renaissance as the current favorite Zaharoff.
Yep.
That's Renaissance. So congratulations. Email me.
No, email me.
Oh no, Ross, not me. This is I'm getting twisted.
Email me. You got a bottle of Evening Mystique that I have to put the plate on.
That is amazing. Oh wow, you're getting a freshly plated bottle.
Plate on. Yep.
Wow.
All my stash is fresh pressed plates. Like literally, any of you that have won Evening Mystique recently, those plates are freshly pressed on.
Wow.
By yours truly.
Get those real fingerprints.
Well, I don't take the.
Well, I know.
off
I'm
the plate
just
off the
saying you're
top.
getting the real touch, that real Ross touch.
That's my thumbprints.
yes, from
And
him to
index
you
fingerprints are going on there.
on
for
the
sure.
on the plastic that you
So
peel
too
off.
many flies. Let me put my email back in here for you real quick, sir, if you don't mind. And I'll get you after the live stream. Because it's getting kind of late for me. It's 10:30. I'm gonna be hanging out just a few more minutes.
Yeah, man.
So probably tomorrow, I'll email you back and get you to comment something on the comment section of this video just to verify it's the right profile with who I'm speaking to in email. Same thing with Jay Alejandro. So just email me and I'll get it heading your way tomorrow. If we can interact in the morning, I'll send it out tomorrow around lunch. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy it. If you like Iris, think you might. If you like incense and Iris, you'll probably like it.
Man.
You're gonna love it. It's
Man,
such
yeah,
a
and I wanted to
masterpiece.
say earlier, all the things you said about Second Soul in relation to Brass and Soul apply to Business Over Pleasure and the Evening Mystique, a beautiful continuum of that story, not only just the narrative of it, but the olfactory experience. Business Over Pleasure is wrapped up all inside of that fragrance of Evening Mystique, but the way it is presented in this warmer, richer, deeper way just perfectly represents everything you're going for. So too many flies, you're getting a gem. You're getting a gem. Beautiful evening out scent, pretty much year round. I would say you can get away with just about any time.
Yeah, in the evenings, you're going to be indoors. Even if you're outdoors, it's not too heavy. Like it's a little humid outside, it's not too heavy.
That's right.
Maybe be mindful of how you're spraying.
Yeah, exactly. Roy saying Grace's hair is herring.
It really is.
It sure
It
is. It looks gorgeous.
Oh.
So beautiful. Ross, thank you for allowing the people to have a chance to win some bottles from your end. Guys, congratulations to those of you who won. That is really exciting. We do have one more giveaway we'll do, which will be another bottle of Second Soul. The third, is that right? We already did two?
Yeah.
Okay. The third and final bottle. Third and final bottle of Second Soul. Question is needed.
I'm gonna hang out for a few more minutes and then I'll sign off. I want to see who gets it, you know?
Yes. Let's see. Let me think. Let's see. This needs to be a beefy one. Beefy question.
It's for the final bottle of a masterpiece.
This is big stuff, man. This is from the personal stash that George had left over. Because everything else, went away. So what is this gonna be? Let's see. I'm trying to think.
I appreciate that. Stephen Jones, that is not on this channel, sir. That is not fair. Not everybody saw Atkinson's video.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That was a great video.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something that deals with Grace. Maybe something she said more than once. I don't know if you can think of anything that comes to mind. Like,
what was the name of the first fragrance Gabri shit all over?
That's not a bad question,
but we couldn't answer.
I think. I mean, I have an idea of what it could be. I'm thinking of that.
There's been some heartbreakers when she's been on the channel.
I don't know if I could I don't know if I could really hone in on the first one.
Yeah,
I mean, we could ask. No, that's great. We could ask like if people can name a single example of a fragrance that she has completely pooped on, but
that she's given less than a 5.
Yeah.
But then we have to go back and double check if they're right.
Yeah, but we don't have.
Yeah,
it
we can't.
In front
we
of
can't
us.
be
We
certain.
be able
we
to...
can't be certain on that. So that's not official.
I'm just spitballing.
No, that's a great idea. I appreciate it. You got great ideas. Let's see. How about?
They're naming some. The Beaver one, Viking Cologne fragrance Dubois. Yep, Viking. Gucci Guilty Absolute. They're naming them off left and right.
Okay, here's the question. I'd be surprised if I see more than a handful of people answer this in the comments. So we're gonna go back to the What You Think You Smell Like series. In the season finale, in the series finale, at the very end of the episode, I'm just going to spoil it because some of you guys haven't seen it. But what does Justin, me, do to Custon? He does one very final extreme act to Custon at the very end of the series that basically ends the series. What does he do to him?
I wonder who's going to get this.
And I'll be really surprised.
Since there are double winners allowed, you never know. I mean, he did watch some of the videos yesterday.
Okay. I'm seeing a bunch of stuff. I see Slap Him No. I think this is the first one. D. Da Vinci the Poet.
Oh, it makes me so happy if he got it first.
That's right. He shuts them down, turns them off. Anything like that will do. That is correct.
My man.
So
long-time supporter of both of us. I'm so happy,
man. Appreciate you. And for those of you guys who don't know, D. Da Vinci the Poet himself is a fragrance reviewer. He does have a channel. Make sure you guys go and support him and his content.
He does live streams as well.
He does. He's consistent. You support consistency, support people really putting themselves out there. So you're correct. Email me. If you lost my email, let me know, and we will get you that bottle of Second Soul. Congratulations, man. That is so awesome. Fantastic. And thank you for supporting that series, because you knew it within the first 30 seconds. So that shows you
within the first 10 seconds.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was really going to land.
I think the delay between YouTube and StreamYard added time to that answer.
Yeah, perhaps.
I should have binged this series.
So Humdy did chime in. He said, I should have binged the series instead of just watching one episode yesterday.
That is hilarious.
Oh, you started in the middle? Oh, you got to start from the beginning.
You got to go to the beginning.
The episodes.
But thank you for jumping into the series nonetheless. Fragrance Eternity, thank you for Fragrance Fraternity. Sorry. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate you. And thanks for
speaking of great creators that live stream as well. I've been on his live stream a few times. Michael's a great guy.
Support Michael, guys. Support people out here really doing it. All right. Anyway, Ross, we don't want to keep you any longer. I know it's getting late for you. Thanks for hanging out this whole time. Thanks for, again, putting these bottles up for grabs. And just thanks for being just a great friend and just, again, comrade on this journey of this crazy thing that we do, talking about scented liquid on camera.
I'm still your biggest fan.
Man.
I tell him this from time to time on our phone calls. I'm still your biggest fan. Still your number one fan. I'm very fortunate to have met and gotten to know both of you. Thank you both for allowing me to take part in this celebration. Because I feel like your milestone is partially mine as well, because I've just been so invested in this channel and both of you guys for so long. That's why I was so eager to want to give some stuff away and come say a few words and crack a couple of jokes. And in all seriousness, I appreciate both of you. I appreciate the friendship. Thank you, everybody that helped get him to this milestone. This man deserves it and so much more. He is extremely unique in this space. I tell him this constantly. Nobody creates the same content that Justin does. It's hard to try to reinvent the wheel on an opinionated product review. All of us can just give our opinion, but not everybody has the flair, the style, and the substance, and the critical thinking topics that Justin Copeland has. That's what makes Justin so unique in this space. I say again, if you don't like Justin Copeland, he's not the problem. I just want to make sure I'm very clear with that. If the shoe fits, wear it. Okay.
Man.
So thank you both. Once again, I love you guys both. Justin, Grace, I love both of you. Thank y'all for allowing me to be part of this. Congratulations to all the winners, both the gentlemen that won. Email me. I'll try to get those out tomorrow if we can have a conversation and get the ball rolling.
Yes.
I'll be heading to you guys tomorrow.
Awesome. Ross, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Can't wait to speak again. Keep us posted on this whole crazy situation coming up.
Yeah, for sure.
And we'll be praying everything goes well. But thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for just making this even more alive. And we hope you have a fantastic night on your end.
Y'all have a great night, guys. Bye, everyone.
See you, Ross. All right. Everyone, thank you guys for hanging out. This whole time has been an hour and a half. Grace and I have had a fantastic time. It's been so great to do these giveaways. It's been great to share our hearts with you, share our thoughts with you, share space with our friends on screen and whatnot. And I think we're coming up to the end here. We're going to round this off because this has been substantial. We've accomplished so much that we wanted to accomplish tonight. We have one more thing we want to accomplish before the stream is over. And I think I'd like to let Grace do the honors of sharing this final piece of information with you guys.
Yeah, so we've gotten lots of questions, we've gotten lots of ideas, lots of thoughts, but we would like to confirm officially on the air, live with all of you who are left, we are having a baby.
Yes.
Our little freshy, mini fresh
yes,
is on the way. And we are actually in the 3rd trimester and we're due in December.
It's around the corner.
And we're having a boy.
That's right. Having a little boy. He's coming late December, little freshy, if you will. And yeah, we're really excited. We're in the midst of preparing for that. That is actually a big motivation behind the purge, because we just need to make room in our home because fragrances take up a lot of space. As you guys can imagine, those of you who have large collections, you know. Thank you guys all. I see the congrats and the wows and the thank you so much. Oh,
my
mom. Here. Hey. So good to see you. Dan, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, we are very, very excited. And yeah, we've been sitting on this. As you know, Grace said, we're just entering the 3rd trimester. So obviously we've known for some time. Stephen, Stephen, thank you so much. Thank you for donating to get this information out. That's really, really generous of you. And we're glad we could finally deliver, pass it on to the wife. Ross towards Little Justin's first fragrance. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. That'll go a long way towards his first fragrance. We'll put that in the savings account. Guys, yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're excited and we're just trying to prepare as much as we can prepare. You know, how do you prepare for something you've never done before? But we're excited. And yeah, we can't say exactly what it'll look like on the other side once he's here and what content will look like. Well, obviously I'll keep you guys posted as best I can, but yeah, I mean, Stay Fresh Productions isn't going anywhere. It's just widening a bit.
The family's growing.
Yeah, getting a little richer.
Stay Fresh fam.
There will be some more inspiration to draw from, and maybe even more opinions to share on fragrances. We'll see what little dude thinks of certain scents, and it's like, yeah, he cried when he smelled that one, or he laughed when he smelled that one. So we will let you know. But yes, will he be named Custon? No, Joel, that would be a true disservice to everyone to name our child Custon.
Custon.
DJ, I will post my email again, once again, so you can. Well, I think you are supposed to email Ross. If I'm not.
I think he's emailing us.
Oh, it was excess. He won excess.
Yeah,
You're right. See, I got all twisted up. I'm going to post it again so you can email me. Stay Fresh Productions. Is that correct? That is correct. Yeah, send me an email. Anyway, so that's what we wanted to leave you guys with. Real exciting news. Again, we've been sitting on it. Happy to finally share it. And yeah, more to come. And we want to thank you so much once again for making 100,000 subscribers possible, for making this stream possible. Dave, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Might have some questions for you later on. Yeah, once we get the name and everything locked in, I mean, we'll share all of that in due time when he's here and whatnot, and you guys will get the scoop. So thank you again for making this possible, for sharing this moment with us. And we just look forward to bringing you guys more authentic fragrance content. We'll get Grace back in some videos here and there. Again, it's been a minute, so Grace will be back at some point soon, and we'll get her nose involved on screen. And yeah, we just look forward to seeing you out there on the screens and the comments and whatnot. So thank you so much, guys. We're going to call it a night. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you soon.